bin Muhammad Junuddin. I'm from DBS 4A. My ID number is MDB 2307098.
Hello, my name is Adam Hadir bin Azli. My ID number is MDB 2307039.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Aiman Azam. My ID number is MDB 2307024.
Hi guys, my name is Aiman Aldi bin Aslan. My ID number is MDB 2307051.
Hi guys, my name is Wan Farid Fikri bin Muhammad Rahim. My ID number is MDB 2307045.
Assalamualaikum and good morning, my trainer and all the new hires. So how are you guys?
Waalaikumsalam and good morning too, sir. I'm doing fantastic.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm doing great, sir. Thank you for asking.
First of all, I wanted to say thank you to all of you for joining us this meeting in the morning. So I would like to welcome our new hires in the organization. So the purpose of this meeting is to enlighten our new hires to explain about what is learning, how the brain influence learning, and the different theories of learning. Before we get, let's introduce ourselves.
So my name is Wan Farid.
My name is Aiman Aldi bin Aslan.
Alright, good. So, the trainer, you want to say anything?
Okay, so good morning and hello to both of you. And my name is Muhammad Aiman Azam and I am responsible as a trainer. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the definition of learning. So, tell me what do you guys know about learning?
So from my understanding, the meaning of learning is acquisition and mastery of something.
Alright, try to do this instead of doing that. What about you, Aiman?
For me, in my perspective, learning is basically about the process of acquiring new understanding, knowledge, behavior, skills, and preferences.
Alright, it's good. So, trainer, how are you? What do you think?
Well done, both of you. Your answer almost right, but the correct definition for learning concept is any relatively permanent change in behavior or behavioral potential produced by experience. Next, you guys need to know what the theories of learning. Basically, theories of learning can be divided by two, which is classical conditioning and operant conditioning. So, classical conditioning can refer to a type of conditioning in which an individual responds to some stimulus that will not ordinarily produce such a response. On the other hand, operant conditioning can be defined as a type of conditioning in which desired voluntary behavior leads to a reward or prevent punishment. So, behavior with positive consequences are required, whereas behavior with negative consequences tend to be eliminated. You guys understand so far?
So far, I think it's a good.
How about you? Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Aiman, may I ask you some question? So how my job roles as HR assistant can apply those theories that you have said earlier, which is classical conditioning and operant conditioning in my job roles?
So, you can apply both theory in your job roles by implementing behaviorism. Behaviorism can occur when employees are rewarded for meeting certain performance standards or completing tasks. Positive reinforcement like bonus or recognition can encourage the repetition of desired behaviors. For example, the sales team can be rewarded with bonus for reaching the sales target, which encourages consistent effort and focus on meeting goals.
Mr. Aiman, I have another question. Is there any method that I can apply those theories in growth beside behaviors?
Of course there is. Besides using behaviorism, there is another way which is we can use constructivism. Constructivism can occur when employees are rewarded for meeting certain performance standards or completing tasks. Positive reinforcement like bonus or recognition can encourage the repetition of desired behavior. For example, a sales team might be rewarded with bonus for reaching the sales target, which encourages a consistent effort and focus on meeting goals. Do you guys understand now?
Yes, I understand now. So far, we good for now.
Very good, very good.
So, that's all for today. I'm just doing my job as a trainer. So far, I'm done with my part. So, I will hand over this conversation back to the
Alright, thank you for mentioning that, and Muazzam, for explaining the definition of learning to both of you. So thank you for both of you for coming in this meeting, and I hope you enjoy work in our organization. So that's all for now.
Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you, Sus. Welcome.
So Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to both of you. It's nice to see you guys.
Waalaikumsalam. Nice to meet you.
So without wasting any time, let me tell you guys what is the purpose of the meeting. Today's meeting we will focus about concept of shaping behavior, which is we are going to do demonstration shaping behaviors using reinforcement and punishment. Do you guys ready?
Yes, we are listening.
Before we go further, let me explain the concept of shaping behaviors. Shaping behaviors is a technique used in psychology, particularly in behaviorism, to primarily guide an individual or an animal towards the desired behavior through reinforcement. It involves reinforcing, suggesting, approximation of the target behavior until the desired behavior is fully achieved. Now, I am done with the explanation. Let's begin the demonstration. So well done, sir. This is for your hard work.
Thank you.
What are you doing? So that is the end of our demonstration. In your guys' opinion, how these methods can be applied in your daily task as an employee?
So in my opinion, the positive reinforcement can be applied in our daily tasks as an employee by recognize and reward employees when they perform tasks efficiently and exceed their expectation. This could include verbal praise, bonus, promotion, or other incentive like gift card or extra time off. For example, an employee who make and surpass the project deadline is praised in front of their team or give a small bonus before seeing their timely performance.
That is quite good opinion. What about you, Aiman?
In my opinion, putting punishment can be applied in our daily tasks as an employee by giving overworking serve as a direct form of punishment by addressing employees' behavior and making them aware of its consequences. If an employee consistently fails to meet deadlines or underperforms, a manager might give a verbal warning. If the behavior continues, a written warning is issued and documented. For example, an employee who arrives late to work repeatedly receives a verbal warning for the first time. If tardiness continues, a formal written warning is given.
Well done, both of you. I think that's all for today's meeting. Thank you for giving me your company, and I hope to see you guys again. Assalamualaikum, and the meeting is this.
Thank you so much. To see you again, Mr. Rafael.
Hi everyone, glad you could join. Today I want to talk a bit about perception and how it affects the way we see and judge people. Perception is basically how we interpret the world around us, but it's shaped by things like our past experience, culture background, and even our mood at the time. Two people can see the same thing but interpret it in completely different ways.
I had a situation in college. I first met them. I thought they were really distant and not interested in working together. But over time, I realized that my first impression was totally wrong. I was expecting them to act a certain way because of how my previous coworker behaved, and I was letting that influence how I saw them.
Exactly. That's a great example of how our past experience shape our perception. We also tend to use mental shortcut when judging others, which can lead to mistakes. For example, stereotypes, where we assume something about a person based on general ideas we have about their group. There are also the halo effects, where if someone does one thing well, we assume they are good at everything. Both of these shortcuts can lead to unfair judgment.
Oh, I have heard about that. But how do we stop ourselves from falling into those traps? It seems like it's so automatic sometimes.
It does happen automatically sometimes, but the key is awareness. You need to take a step back and question your first impression. Don't make assumptions too quickly. Get more information, ask questions, and try to see things from other person's perspective. It's about giving yourself time to form a more accurate judgment instead of relying on those shortcuts.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess I just need to be more conscious of how I am forming those initial opinions.
Exactly. Just being aware of the factors influencing your perception can make a big difference in how you see and interact with others. I think that's all for our meeting right now. So I'm gonna see both of you tomorrow.
Alright, sir. See you tomorrow.
Alright, teams. We got a new project on the table, and we need to figure out how we are going to approach decision making. There's a lot of moving parts, so it's important we decide on a process that help us make smart and efficient decisions. Let's discuss a few options.
Sure thing. One approach we can take is rational decision making. Um, it is a step-by-step process where we clearly define the problem, identify all the possible options, evaluate each option based on the pros and cons, and then select the best one. And last but not least, this approach is thought out and it makes sure we consider all the important factors.
That's true, but sometimes we don't have the time or the information to go through every possible option. That's where bounded rationality comes in. It's more about finding a solution that's good enough rather than perfect. We recognize that we have limitations like time, budget, or resources, so we make decisions that are satisfactory, not necessarily optimal. For example, if we are tight on time, we might skip a few steps and go with the most reasonable choice rather than analyze everything in detail.
Then intuitive decision making, where we rely on gut feeling and past experience to guide us. Where we been in similar situation before, we can draw on those experience and make quick decisions without needing a ton of analysis. This is especially useful where we are under pressure or when there are no clear logical path to follow. It's more about trusting your instinct.
Great points, everyone. Now we need to figure out which approach make the most sense for this project. Do we go with the rational method, take a good enough approach with bounded reality, or rely on intuition?
Oh, sorry about that. I think we should use rational decision making for this project, especially since there are a lot of details we need to be considered. It will help us avoid missing anything important.
That's true, but I don't think we have enough time to go through every detail. I think bounded rationality might be more practical here. We need to keep things moving and find solutions that work within our constraints.
I agree with both of you. But I also think institution could play a role, especially since we worked on similar project before. We build up enough experience to trust our instinct on certain part of this project, and that could save us time.
It sounds like a combination of approach might work best. We can use rational decision making for the most critical parts of the project. We rely on bounded rationality when we are facing time or resources constraints, and trust our intuition for tasks where we have prior experience. Let's stay flexible, but keep this strategy in mind as we move forward. Alright, I think that's not it for the meeting. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Alright, thank you.